Hello, everybody. It's John Wallace. Let me get my notes together. Okay, so I just finished a very in-depth call with Ronald Doyle from Peak Funding Pro, and gave me a more breakdown. See, I'm a person that likes details. So if you tell me, for example, that you made pie, I'm going to ask you what ingredients you used. If you tell me you went on a trip, I'm going to ask you, well, what transportation, how much ticket. I'm a detail oriented person. So, I went into depth and he gave me all of his time and we went over this backwards, left, right, up, down, all types of ways. Now, the thing about working online, one of the fundamental problems is that most of these opportunities online require recruitment. And that's a hard thing to do because most people really go after their friends and family first. And there's a second tier of people who don't watch the videos, okay? Who don't pay attention to the marketing, who don't pay attention to the rules, the instructions, who don't follow through. And these people are known online as tire kickers. They're known as people who are interested until it's time to do the work. They never do the work, but they'll complain about their job. They'll complain about their lack of funds. They can't make ends meet, they struggle. And that mentality is not separate from your living. When you have a mentality of running away from doing the hard work, it is represented in your life. Your standard of living is a direct effect of your mental capabilities. Okay. I just want to get that out there. Okay. Now, if you've seen my previous videos, you know about the Peak Funding Pro. You know that I'm active in it. You know that I'm pushing the credit repair. So I'm going to go straight to some information, some more informative things. And I got the calculator on the screen just to give you an idea. Now, the first thing a lot of people understand is credit repair. Now, just to forward through a lot of the mundane aspects of the information, I'm gonna go directly to commissions. Okay. That now in this company, credit repair pays you $200 once you get someone who goes through the process. That means once they go through the process and they actually are approved, you receive up to, and this is Ronald Doyle's statement, $200 per person that goes through credit repair, and that's a commission. Okay, and that's paid to you as soon as they get it. He said most likely Friday, at latest a week, depending on how long it takes for them to get the money. All right. Now, the second part is funding. When a person receives funding off of their credit repair, once their credit has been repaired, you receive 1.6% of their total fund amount. So say if someone came in and did the credit repair and you received that commission, and then they got approved for funding of $100,000, you receive 1.6% of that $100,000, which means you would receive $1,600. But it's a two-tier commission. So that person that went through and got that funding for $100,000 and you receive $1,600, if they brought someone in, you would receive, and that person that they brought in went through the credit repair and was approved for funding, you would receive 0.67% of that $100,000, which would give you another $670. Okay, I hope you guys understood that. So you receive $200 from credit repair, 1.6% once they're approved for funding, and your second tier, which is someone that you brought in and that brought in one person or brought in some other people, those people under that person you brought in is considered your second tier. And from that second tier, you receive 0.067%, which means you would receive $670 for each one of the people that they bring in. Now we move on to the corporate share. Now, I've been telling people, listen, when I first started with them, it was $200 to invest. The total amount that they're crowdfunding is $20,000. Now it's $500 per person. But I told you that this was an opportunity that is open at some times and closed at some times. Now, right now, they're not taking small investments. Okay, they're not even taking $500. If you attempt it, they will reject it. Now they're only looking for people to fund the whole $20,000. So, and that's not going to be the standard, but that's how it is right now at this moment, because at $500 a piece, we're talking about 40 people, and other people's network isn't that big. They don't know how to market online. They don't know how to talk 40 people into investing $500. But for each $500, you receive a share in that company, and that share represent a percentage of the annual profits that you will receive once the corporation has been funded. Okay? So, what we're going to do, and what I've already was thinking about doing, instead of, each one of us going in at $500 a piece, I'm going to create a group, or maybe just keep it in this group, where everyone commits to paying, a certain amount a month towards getting the $20,000. I know that sounds like a lot of work, but the truth is, once you do this and complete this one time, just one time, all those people involved in that crowdfunding will receive one share per every 500, and will also get a chance to double their income. So you double your income within 120 days. So for that 20,000 that we invest within 120 days, we will get back 40,000, and each person that invested will receive double the initial investment. Okay? Are you understanding that? Okay. And being that, I'm going to administer the group, everything will be done through me to make sure it's safe, legit, and honest. Okay. Now that I have established that, I want to go over why is it so important? Okay. Let's say if you make a lot of cash money, you go out there, you buy products, you buy TVs, you buy iPhones, you buy all this crazy gear, clothes, trips, but without credit, especially in the United States of America, it just means that you're cash rich and credit poor. And credit is how you get funding, how you get mortgages, how you get loans, how you get lower rates on your credit cards, how you get lower rates on your insurance. Okay? And without this, it doesn't matter how much money you have in your pocket. Okay? Because when they do analysis of your financial income, $100,000 in your account today with no documentable proof on how you generated that $100,000 means that there's nothing for them to base it on. So a month later, you could lose that 100,000, or you could just not make another 100,000 for another 5 years. They have nothing to base their approval status on in order to give you a loan. Okay, so cash money in the bank, and especially in these banks, you're not earning, that much a year, maybe a couple of dollars a year in a savings account. Okay, so what you need to do is establish trade lines, establish credit, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And as we go through this company, I will break down the individual things more in depth in a video that's more geared towards explaining that. Right now, I want to talk about making money. Okay, so you see that we have the peak funding site that I made up. Okay. And at first I did a donation process for when this was Trading Waves, but now it's peak funding. And the way to help people go through the process, the way to help people go to the Pay It Forward program where you donate some money, the way to get people to generate some income so they could opt into the crowd sharing to help us raise that 20K is that there will be a monthly donation for the site. Now, what this means is that it's not a monthly fee that I get and that I get to keep. Okay? It will be a donation, and the donation will be broken down in a couple of ways. So every month, the donation will go towards, well, individually, each person that has a site can generate, the donation amount will go towards building their, $2,500 to be part of the Pay It Forward program. Okay. All right. The Pay It Forward program, when you become a hard money lender. Now, say if you went through the credit repair acts, assessment and you wasn't approved. I know that's heartbreaking, but some people have to do work on their credit in order to get approval. If they can't fund you, they don't want to take your money. Okay. So the other option is to become a lender, which means you get to help people repair their credit. And the minimum amount for that is $2,500. You pay them $2,500. They do all the work, and within 120 days, they give you back $5,000. Okay, do you understand that? Okay, so if you don't have the income for that, or you need more money in order to establish yourself as a hard money lender, then the site will help you generate some monthly income. Okay, but remember that income is for donation purposes only. If you use it outside for personal income, that is up to you. And if you never make it to the amount that you need in order to move forward with Peak Funding Pro, that will be all on you. Okay, that's a personal choice that you would have to make. But if you're getting the site from me, it will be considered a donation, and I hope that you respect that. Okay, so any site that I do and that I make for anyone, the monthly amount goes into donation so that I could come up with the $2,500 to help repair someone's credit. Or my goal may be to try to raise the 20,000 and keep taking a portion of my donations and, killing two birds with one stone. Okay. So if I bring in 10 people and they go through credit repair at $200 a piece, that's $2,000. Not that many people, and yet I'm already there. And if you have $1,000 sitting around and you just need 1,500, you can also do the math on that. All right. So, well, that's easy to understand. Okay. That's one of the options. You can become a hard money lender in the company and pay $2,500 to repair someone's credit, and within 120 days you will get back $5,000. And you can repeat this process as many times as you want. You repeat it again. Say you get your $5,000 back, and say you invest another $2,500, or invest the whole $5,000 and get $10,000 back in 120 days. Now you got some money to work with. Now you can go into the corporate share program and actually, in our pool for the crowdfunding and invest $10,000 or $5,000. Each $500 gets you a share of the company. Okay, so I hope I'm breaking this down for you. It's real simple. There's not really a lot of math. So say if I was doing $50 donations, okay? $50 donations, 2,500. Okay, let me go up here. Divided by 50 will take 50 months. Okay, we know there's 12 months in a year. So we're talking, a few years here. Okay, if we just use the income generated from the monthly donations from the site. Okay, now I wouldn't just sit around and wait for $50 a month. All right, what I'm thinking about doing is going to be 2 tiers of donations. Okay, on the site. The first tier would be a $50 donation every month, and that will go towards you trying to become a hard money lender. Okay, and for the people that are really serious that want to do the crowdfunding, it would be $100 a month. And with the $100 a month, you get traffic. You'll be included in the marketing. You'll get updates. The $50 will just be the site. Okay, there won't be no traffic to the site. There won't be anything else to the site. $100 a month will get you what you want. All right. As far as the crowdfunding. All right. I'm going to do a more in-depth video. I just wanted to shoot this out there real quick. So even if you're not approved for credit, you could still make a buttload of money by being an agent, offering the credit repair services, getting that $200. Once they get funded, you get 1.6% of whatever they funded for. So if they get funded for $100,000, we're talking about a $1,600 payment in one sitting. That's not 100 people. That's one person. $1,600 times 10 people. Can you do the math? It's $16,000, and that's just 10 people that go through the credit repair. Okay, that's just 10 people, and this is not including your monthly or weekly income that you're already generating from your work or maybe your other businesses. Okay, so this is very doable. I mean, I have 10 people sitting back in my back office at Peak Funding right now, and that's barely with any work. Okay, they handle everything. Now, he did tell me that he's willing to get on the phone and do, excuse me, and do third-party, validation, talking to you, explaining it, breaking it down for you, and giving you time to ask your questions and receive those answers that you're really interested about. Look, I've been in the business field for many years. Okay, from restaurants to offices to importing to exporting. I've basically done it all. Various crew member from McDonald's all the way up to World Trade Center where I had an office. Okay. And I was managing the nightly deposits and EODs and DORs for a company. All right. So I've been in this world, this industry for a little while now. Advertising and marketing. I've been in that industry for over 18, 19 years now. I think it's even longer, but I'm not calculating all the beginning years. All right. So what I'm telling you is that if you invest a year into this and you stay on track with what you have to do, that would be broken down in future videos, this will guarantee change your life, change your financial structure. Okay? Because this is not you spending money on products that you don't need. This is not you spending money, paying for software that's going to go out of business, or investing in a business that doesn't stay around through the test of time. This is actually to building your credit and financial portfolio, establishing trade lines, how to get credit cards, how to get approved, how to clean your credit score, how to get your credit score repaired, how to get personal fundings of amounts up to $150,000, how to invest in corporate companies, how to own shares of corporations, how to leverage the amount of the corporations, how to approach people who have money and have good credit and help them establish and leverage their net worth by becoming lenders. Okay, doubling their money. So if you can get someone that comes in and invests $10,000 within 120 days, they will receive $20,000, and that's a guaranteed flip. Okay. All right. So guys, I want you to take this more seriously. I want you to look at your back office. I want you to go through the material. I want you to watch the videos. I want you to post under this video your comments, your questions, and give us an opportunity to answer these questions. And if anyone's interested in being, part of the call to the owner of Peak Funding, one of the owners of Peak Funding, Ronald Doyle, please let me know, as there could only be a certain amount of people on the call at one given time. So the more people, the more time schedules me and him would have to set aside in order for this to be explained to everyone. Okay, so this is something real serious, and I'm a very direct person. So, you're going to get people that's going to want credit repair. And even though I said it's free, and this is the mindset, and I want you to understand this, even though this is free and costs nothing, people still don't do the work. They won't do it. Okay? Don't drag nobody through this. Don't worry about that. Worry about yourself. Worry about your family, your needs, and your goals. Okay, there's people in this group that's involved in real estate. There's people in this group that's involved in cryptocurrency. There's people in this group that's involved with marketing, advertisement. There's people in this group that build software, have merchant accounts, sell products. And there's all type of talent and expertise inside this group. The one thing that we all seem to need inside this group is more cash flow. All right. Now, would you invest a year to change your life? That's the question. Would you put a year in, even if you have to struggle for that year, and do without? No shopping, no buying sneakers, $300, no going out to the fanciest restaurants. Maybe you have to cancel your cable. Maybe you need a cell phone that, doesn't cost $1,000. Would you sacrifice 1 year to change everything around you? That is the big question. And those are the people I'm looking to work with. Those are the people, the one that want to do the crowdfunding with me and generate that $20,000. I'm already committing myself to $500 a month. Okay. So even if worst case scenario, right, in 12 months, it would be $6,000. That's just one person. Okay. If I could put more, I will put more. But if the goal is $20,000 and we go in as a corporation together, all of us, and say if it's 10 people divided by 10 people, we're talking about $2,000 per person, and we divide 2,000 times 12 months, that's $166 a month, give or take. Okay, so it is doable. All right. It is doable, and you have to understand once we get to 20K. Now now it could change where they open it back up to smaller amounts. Okay, but right now, as of today, at the time I'm making this video, they're only taking full amounts. The reason being is because most people don't have 40 people to talk into investing $500, or the people that are involved are not experienced enough or credible enough for people to want to take the risk. All right. This company used verbiage like guaranteed. They have 100% success rate with everyone they approve for credit repair. And he's even willing to consult you on what to do to get your credit repaired in 8 to 9 months, meaning that establishing credit lines, how to pay under 30% and keep your accounts under 30%, which companies out there or which suggestions that you can use to start building your credit today, how to establish trade lines, which is something I was going to go over anyway. But he also would go over that with you. And within 8 to 9 months, you can have your credit at the point where you're a great candidate for personal funding. So I went from a year to 8 to 9 months. Now, does that sound too long? I mean, in 8 to 9 months from now, in 1 year from now, will your situation be different? Would your situation be different? Now, we have Wealth Boss inside the group, and you know, the more you invest there, the more your daily returns. That is also an income. Okay, you have the donations from the site coming in, going towards, you know, either becoming a personal lender, and I will break down how this will work in another video. But becoming a personal hard money lender and helping people repair their credit. So not only would you get paid once someone goes through the credit repair process, but now you're a hard money lender, and that money also gets doubled to you within 120 days. Okay, or you want to be part of the corporate share crowdfunding, and the corporate share crowdfunding, we're trying to, you know, generate up to $20,000. So that's a monthly commitment, and you know, I like to make moves, and I'm a risk taker, but with this, there is no risk. 100% success rate means that there's no risk. They don't take any money from you unless they can help you, period. All right. So you don't have anything to risk. Okay. So this video is for those people that are real serious about it, that want to learn more about it, and they're tired of busting their ass for nothing, or feeling like you were just working for the bills. You're just working to pay bills. If you don't think that your situation will be different 8, 9, 10, 11, 1 year from now, then why wait? Why not commit yourself, since you're making sacrifices anyway, and since you're struggling anyway? Commit yourself to something that will actually change your friggin' life. Okay, this is how it's done. I've seen people do this with Morgan Stanley. I've seen people do this, okay? All right. It's just that this is not regular information or readily available information for the poor working class people. They don't know about this. They know about credit, but they think that it's all about credit cards. Okay? They don't understand how it really works. And that's why I wanted to give you a mind flip and take you away from, you know, wasting so much time with these platforms out here and these things out here that don't generate you money on a continuous basis. You can't live off that money. You know, this is no disrespect to people on the cryptocurrency platforms, but as you can see, when you don't own it, when you don't control it, it can mess up all your plans and you can lose a lot of money. But if you're willing to invest in a cryptocurrency, if you're willing to invest in trades that are guaranteed risk, okay? They're guaranteed risk. Then why wouldn't you turn around and put that same type of intention and energy behind something that you need done regardless of what it is that you do in life? Okay? So please pay attention. This is not going away. I'm not going anywhere. And a year from now, we can see a big, huge difference in a lot of our financial portfolios. Okay? All right. Well, take care and God bless. And if you have any questions, again, please comment under this video. You know, let's stop wasting our time with get rich quick schemes. Let's stop wasting our time with business opportunities that really don't pay unless you have a network. And let's stop wasting our times just so that we could struggle this month the same way we struggled last month and probably going to struggle next month. What's the point of that? If you're not going to make the big moves or take the big risks, why are you expecting big results? Why are you expecting such a huge change in your life when you don't make huge movements, when you don't take huge steps? If you're taking small steps, then small things are happening. When you take huge steps, huge things happen. When you take huge risk, the payoff could be good. Yeah, you could lose everything, but if you win everything. Okay? It's about that time to change your life. Okay? And that's what you need to focus on. So are you that one? Are you that person that can commit to putting a year to changing your life? Can you help somebody repair their credit? Do you know someone that can repair that needs their credit repair? Do you know someone that could use $150,000? Someone whose mortgage is in jeopardy? Someone, who's about to lose their car? Someone who has, a lot of credit and need help to get out of their debt? Okay? Well, take care. And again, God bless.